where horror lies.
Hey guys, Roth from Georgia here with you. I'm your regular Wednesday evening host here at BodyBags. It is week 447. It is random week. And here we go. Another Calum Waddell documentary. This time, Eat Alive. The rise and fall of the Italian cannibal film. This is interesting. You know, I just checked it out just now. First time watch. There's a lot of information, you know, whereas the rise and fall of the Italian zombie film was just a really brief hour overview, a good one, and worth definitely checking out if you've never seen it before. This one is an hour and a half, I think, closer to, and it really does pack a lot more meat, a lot more information, and so I was really, I was quite riveted to the screen, actually, because a lot of the cannibal genre from Italy that really does begin probably with Man from Deep River, or aka Sacrifice, or Switch 'em. And of course maybe the High Point Cannibal Holocaust, or Ruggero Deodato film, which according to this documentary ends with a discussion by Eli Roth on his Green Inferno, which is an interesting, not a lot there, not near as much conversation as you guess from a lot of other people. But anyways, here we go. So, Eat Alive, the rise and fall of the Italian cannibal film, documentary by Calum Waddell, 2015. I'm lucky because I have it on my Zombie Holocaust 88 films release. It's probably on another film, I'm sure, if you just look at the back at your extras and stuff. It's got to be on something else, but definitely the 88 films release of Zombie Holocaust. You know, it's really, it's a very, 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 very in-depth look. I would say very, 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 it is a pretty good in-depth look at the Italian subgenre that is the cannibal film. That Lenzi will get started us off, and his high point probably will be Cannibal Ferox, right? And then there's a lot of discussions, man. There's discussions between Lenzi and Ruggero as far as who started it, who didn't start it. Lenzi, really, I don't think he comes across in this documentary as, like, he really doesn't care. He wants to be more known for his giallos and his crime films, war films, whatever. Ruggero's pretty, man, he's more, yeah, I started it. This is my genre. Okay, I am the cannibal god. By the way, Slave, Mountain of the Slave, what is that crap? Slave of the Cannibal God. Sergio Martino's in this thing, man. Quite a bit, too. Giving a lot of talk, a lot of the rundown. And he actually is the one who gives a little bit of a defense. I think he feels really bad about some of the scenes where maybe some of the animals that might have been killed in his movie. He really does speak to that specifically more than anyone else. So you got Sergio. You got another standout in this documentary is Giovanni Lambardo Radice, who I always love to hear. And of course, you know, for me personally, he is Brett from Stage Fright, right? But I mean, he is in a ton of stuff, man. And of course, he's in Cannibal Ferox. Also, there's a discussion of Cannibal Apocalypse, which he enjoys talking about that well before he wants to talk about Cannibal Ferox. He really did not have a good going on that one for a lot of varied reasons. So you do have him, as I said, Lenzi, Luigi, Cozzi is in here talking, Joe Dante, although I don't remember where he was at in this. So many guys come in and out, and a few have a lot of the runtime. Sergio gets a bit of it. Ruggero gets a bit of it. Lenzi gets a bit of it. Robert Kerman, actually, the good professor from Cannibal Holocaust, gets a bit of it. There's others I didn't list. They're not the only ones. Yeah, I can't even think. I didn't write them all down, but these are the guys who probably get a lot of the talk time on this, and really they just get nitty gritty, man. A lot of footage from these movies, and I will too. Warning: if nudity is a problem, this is one of those documentaries that does not shy away from much of the nudity that is showcased in these films. So we are talking about Italy's cannibal genre movies, right? They run from Man from Deep River all the way up through Cannibal Apocalypse, probably stops there, right? Zombie Holocaust right before there. A lot of splitting of the genres, mixing of things, bringing things together. What really motivated them, propelled them. Some really good conversation is to be had on this. But if nudity is not your thing and you really don't like seeing it, then definitely this is a documentary that you probably maybe want to shy away from. But if it doesn't bother you, if you can look just past it, then it's definitely even well more than Waddell's other documentary on the zombie film, which I wish also would have been an hour and a half long and much more packed, a lot more meat in there, I wish. That was really just a brief overview, the one I did 2 weeks ago. This one, again, 88 films release on Zombie Holocaust, really does showcase quite a bit of discussion in terms of, and there's a girl on here, I can't remember her name, she has a bit of conversation too, and I would say maybe the one film that gets the most, as you would expect, Cannibal Holocaust, gets much of the discussion, but Martino's films, I mean, Lindsay's films, just trying to remind us, it's late, I just watched this, it's late, I mean, there's again, Radice, listening to him talk, there's a bit of information in here, it really somewhat, I think it pretty much ends with Eli Roth, and Ruggero Deodato. I didn't know this, but apparently when Eli got to showcase Green Inferno in Italy, in Rome, he invited Ruggero and got the red carpet treatment and everything, and that had to have been one of the greatest moments in Eli Roth's career, his life, man, because as much as he looks up to Ruggero and the Italian film industry and what the impact it had on him, now, the Green Inferno is no Cannibal Holocaust. I think most of us know this. But what was neat to hear was Ruggero made the point to say that he was pleased when he got to view the film, The Green Inferno, that it was not a copy of his own film. If any, there might have been a nod here and there, which pleased him and made him smile. But this was Eli's own movie. If anything, there was another movie that he mentions that would have been a bigger influence on Eli, and I thought that was generous and that was nice. Ruggero's an interesting guy. Ruggero ends off this documentary actually by promising to effect, I hope, that before he leaves stage, before his directing career is done, he may give us another cannibal film. That's curious. I'm really curious about that. I'm trying to think. Massacre in Dinosaur Valley gets in here. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, there's other movies that get talk. Zombie Holocaust, I think I mentioned that. Anyways, fascinating. Calum Waddell, I think, hit it out of the park with this documentary. And just in terms of the scope. I don't know how many of us would want to actually sit in front of the TV and watch a 3-hour documentary on this genre. Maybe. I mean, if it is good as this hour-and-a-half version, probably a lot more discussion by some of these key people who had a really important hand in this. So anyways, in week 447, just wanted to bring to your attention another Calum Waddell doc that you may or may not be familiar with, or maybe you've heard of it throughout discussions on, any one of our groups or whatever, but never seen it. like I've never seen it until tonight. Definitely worth going out of your way to check it out, especially if you got the 88 releases on Holocaust. Probably YouTube, I'm sure. I didn't check. But anyways, so that's the short end of this. I'll go ahead and leave it at that. It's a documentary, but it is a dang good one. I would say a really good one. So yeah, well done, Calum Waddell. Well done. Anyways, we got theme week coming up next week, and then the next few months have already been planned out. I won't get into it, but pretty excited. A lot of good things coming our way. Some label weeks, years, whatever, theme weeks. Some good things coming down the pike. So as always, we appreciate your support, your input, your comments, just the support you give to Body Bags day in and day out, week by week, month by month. And as it would have it, over 7 years now. Heavily, much appreciated. Thank you for all that you do, and basically just keeping this channel going, keeping us going, giving us reasons why we do this day in and day out. Appreciate it. Stay plugged in. Reviews throughout the week. Yeah. As always, we'll leave these things off with Go Bills.
This is not a dream. Not a dream.